Hi, this is William. Welcome to FlySpoke. Today I want to show you some flies that have been very popular lately for swinging out on the Salmon River and a lot of the Great Lakes tributaries. And basically, I'm not going to name any of the flies because really they don't have names. They're more color concepts. So I'm just calling it a Steelhead soft hackle. And this one here, you can see it's got some flash in the back and an Estaz ball, chartreuse Estaz blue collar. This one here I did so that it has a guinea fowl collar, basically an egg ball, little flash at the back. And this one here, one of the ones so far that I like the best. It's the one I'm going to show you. Again, a little bit of marabou, a little bit of guinea fowl, a UV, very bright UV dubbing ball, and a little bit of flash on the back. So start off with a standard mustad salmon hook, and I'm just going to use some red uni 8/0 and start at the front. Very simple, easy fly. And I'm just going to bring the thread to the point of the hook. I'm not going to go any further back. I'm going to leave the hook projecting backwards. And the first thing I'm going to tie in is just some, I'm going to use some of this Wing and Flash by Metz as a very, very fine little tail. And this particular one is Pearl Flash, and it has, if you really look at it, it has substantial sparkle and UV characteristics. I really like using the UVs and fluorescence and iridescence especially. This is why peacock herl works so well as a material, is that iridescence that it has. And I'm just going to take a little pinch of it. And I'm just going to put a piece in the back here, pull it a little bit, the body. Tie down. Now when I cut this, I don't want to just cut straight. I'm going to take it and I'm just going to be making my scissors go as I go back, and it kind of gives me a little taper to the tail. And you don't need a lot of it, just a few whispers of it. And just go to right to there. Pretty simple so far. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take some holographic tinsel, silver holographic. The Steelhead, you know, they just love this whole flash thing. The fish of the Great Lakes seem to have no problem taking things that are very, very bright. And I'm just going to wind on a body. And I just want to cover, and I'm pulling a little tighter here at the very back also, I just want to cover the tail just a little bit. And we'll just tie that off. Always bend back synthetics like that. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some ice dub. Caddis green this is, but this has tremendous sparkle appeal. I'm just going to use it as a dubbing. spin it onto my thread. And now I'm just going to make a nice big, fairly large dubbing ball. It's kind of right over the end of the and you have to try to pick for these. This is a size 12 hook. It's a pretty small fly, actually. You have to pick the smaller feathers of the guinea fowl, and I'm going to take off the leading edge, tie in by the butt section. Okay. Trim that. And simply take this and try your best to let it so that it's laying down, not twisting. Just keep separating them, one right in front of the other, and getting a little shorter as you move to the tip of the feather. Hold that, tie it off. Alright, just find that tip and just take the tip off. Okay. Now if you want these, what you do is, if you want these to be shaped a little better, you hold them in your fingers like this, put your finger on the eye of the hook, just push forward, and what happens is you'll create them to just lay down a little bit. Any feather, don't try to bend the feather, just give it a little push forward like that. Now the final item, just going to take some standard white marabou, and all I want for this is a few little barbules. And I'm just going to put this on to the very top, just like that. Trim. Cover and make my head. Always just spin around, you know, you want to just look at your fly, make sure right around the head everything is covered. Some people will put a mirror on the other side so they can always see what the back side of the fly looks like. And I'll just throw a couple of whip finishes. Trim tight. And what you have is, in my opinion, a tiny little spay fly to swing. Sort of the same concept, only smaller, more egg-like and more buggy-like. And when the water's low and gets colder, for some reason these soft hackle flies seem to work on the Steelhead River. So you know the colors of your rivers from Ohio to Pennsylvania, New York. Steelhead soft hackle. There it is.